Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. We're here in Moab, Utah again, and today we're hitting the trail Moab Rim. Now the Moab Rim trail, it's fairly shorter than any of the other trails. It's only about 3.5 miles, but really in one of those miles you gain 1,000 feet of elevation along the cliff's edge right above the river here. As we go up, we're gonna stop and we're gonna show you guys us going up it. That way you guys get a feel of every obstacle so that you guys can come out here and conquer it, so that we can get to the top and see the view of the town from up there. So we're up here on Moab Rim, just a little ways from the trailhead, and we've come upon what I would call our first obstacle. So I'm gonna run down with you guys what I'm planning to do, and then we'll video what actually ends up happening. So let's do it. Okay, so right as you come up and you approach this obstacle, before you even get to the obstacle, there's a little ledge on your left. For the majority of the time, you wanna make sure that you stay to the right of the ledge. But every now and then, you're in different vehicles, you're driving different things, your turning radius isn't what it might be on a different vehicles, so you might have to hop on top of it. But the ultimate goal is to be able to hit this obstacle straight on and not at an angle to where you would get lopsided and have half the traction that you would want. All right, so as you approach this right here, you wanna make sure you, like I said, to hit it straight on. And then, like I said, there's a ledge right here, okay? There's a ledge right here, and if your tire's on the right side of this ledge, you're done, okay? You're not getting up, you're gonna have to back up and restart. So you wanna make sure your right front and rear tire make it to this side and at least maybe 6 inches this way. My machine over here is 72 inches wide, okay? So for most of you UTVs, Jeeps is a totally different story, but for most of you UTVs, you know, you guys are 62 inches, you're 72 inches, somewhere in between. Okay, so for me, I gotta make sure that I'm even further that way to clear this right here. And if you look right here, there's a little pocket in the rocks. Okay, and if your tire gets in the pocket, you're gonna lose tons of traction trying to crawl out of that thing. So the goal is to kind of straddle your left tire on that side, your right tire on this side somewhere, and then crawl up this, you know, hopefully the easiest way possible. All right, you guys, here's obstacle number 2. Right behind me is what they call the Z-turn. Now this obstacle, I think it's a little more difficult than the last one. Obviously it looks a lot bigger. It's a little bit more technical. We're gonna show you guys what we do, what my plan is, and then how we actually execute. So as we're looking at this, when we're getting ready to go up it, I want to point out a few things to you. So one, right here, obviously this is a pretty big ledge, and you're not normally going to be able to climb up this straight on. Right, so typically you want to take things straight on, but for this purpose, take it at a little bit of an angle to allow your tires to be able to grab and pull you up. And once you get up here, you notice, this is kind of gnarly on the right-hand side. So you take this to the left, and the reason they call it the Z-turn is because you come up this way, and then you turn to the right, and you climb up this maybe gnarlier section, and then you go back left, creating the full Z. So right here, right where the tire marks are almost furthest to the left, that's where you want to start your left tire. So let's get in the machine, we'll go up this, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, you guys, so right now we're at the top of Moab Rim, and right behind me is what you get when you get to the top. A beautiful view of Moab, and honestly, just a sense of accomplishment. We went and we hit that first obstacle with the crack in it. We struggled there a little bit, but we made it up. Second, we hit the Z-turn, and honestly, we made it up, and we have some other people that are here next to us that made it up in all sorts of different machines. So obviously, you can come up here and do it. And after that, you climb up here, you make it to the view. And honestly, if you're coming up here, we came and filmed and we stopped, we got out of the car. But if you came up here just for a good time, just to get up here, it should never take you more than maybe an hour. And it's 10 minutes from town, 10 minutes back to town. So realistically, this is something you can do at the beginning of your day or at the end of your day and still have time for a different trail.